So now we are live. I guess we live on
Yes,
YouTube.
sir.
So let's see. How can we see who's on YouTube? What about
What the
Instagram?
heck?
I
What's
don't know
going
here.
on, YouTube? What the hell?
What the hell? What the helly? Let's see. Are we on Instagram as well? Let's see. I don't know. I don't think so because I think we have to get another camera to put it on Instagram, right?
Yeah, yeah.
All right. All right. So we're live on YouTube. So anybody out there in the YouTube world, if y'all can see this live, please comment. I don't know where I would view the comments at yet.
They got a little button I see right here that say chat
Where
or comments or whatever. It's in the middle. It's in the middle of my screen. I'm on the phone, so I don't know where would you see it on your desktop.
all right.
You know
Let
what I
me
mean?
see. What this all say? What is all of this? All right, we got outro, intro, loop. We got private chat right here. It's on the side. It's on the right. Oh, we got private chat. Let's see. Well, how do I see people's comments? Right now, oh, so they got 6 people viewing it, I guess.
What's going
Yeah, you
on? What's
got
going
live
on?
viewers. So far, we got 6 viewers.
We testing it out
Okay,
right now, y'all.
so
You know
we
what I mean?
testing it out. And
Yes,
and it's
sir,
on
Mike.
Mac Phipps. It's on Mac Phipps official, which
Yeah, gotta be.
is what is that? So
Mike,
that's
check
for
1 2 1
YouTube.
2.
So shout out to the 6 people who are on this live. This is our first time doing this on StreamYard. Uh, thank you to the people that's tuning in. If I don't know how can we I guess you would say interact with them. How would we answer their questions and stuff?
I mean, if they know the 6 people that's on there, y'all can give
Yeah.
us some clues and
So
tips.
now we
This is
just
our first
now we
time.
got now we got 4 viewers. So 2 people left. I guess 2 people
The other
was
two
like,
checked out.
we got 3 now. So I'm
Damn.
trying to figure out how to interact with the viewers on here. If anybody know how to interact with us on here, please let me know. Because we are totally new. So we got another viewer back. Got 4
Yeah,
people
cause
now.
cause cause once we figure this out, we're gonna have some bangers for y'all for
Yeah.
sure, most definitely.
So all right, we got
Right
9
now,
comments. We got
right
9
now you're
comments
tuning
already.
into the test pilot of Grown Man
All right.
Biz with
So
Mac
we
and
got
Wiz.
okay, we got some comments on here. Somebody said hit the
Okay,
like and subscribe. Yeah, y'all do that. Hit the like and subscribe button.
I can't see the comments. Well,
The comments are right here. It says we got a comment from Country Hustle. Shout out to Country Hustle. We got the I think this your homie, where's the Miss Luena Spider?
Spider on that jump.
Yeah.
I can't see the comments though,
We
G.
got he just said, whoa, what's happening? He said in yeah, you did, for sure. We got Tragic
But maybe
504.
maybe you can only see them. I mean, maybe once we
Probably
get to know
so.
what's going on, I could see them.
Yeah. That Tragic 504 said, you know what this is? I was in raw material. Wait a minute, that's Travis?
Wait, huh?
Wait a minute. Somebody
If
said
that boy
call it
saying raw
Tragic
material, you
504.
know it's pop.
That's what I'm
That
saying.
boy,
We got Rock on
shit.
here. What up, Rock?
Yes, sir. What up?
Yeah,
What
we on
up,
here
pimp?
on YouTube right now. We live.
Yeah, we
So
testing it
I'm
out,
trying to
Rock. Shout out to Rock. Rock been giving
yeah.
us gems for the past hour, y'all. Trying to,
All
pretty
right.
much
So
show us how to get on
I
this
don't know
joint.
how to do the I mean so the destination is I'm just really on the live stream. It told me it can't record it right now because I gotta upgrade the thing.
Ask him how could I
I
see the
did the test
comments, so
try. I did
would
the
I be
test
able to
try
see them?
just so I could figure it out. Yeah. So now, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead on. Yeah.
Spider, what's going on, my guy? I can't see no comments today, but it's
All right.
popping.
We live.
You're day one.
That's my daughter in the background. Uh, so
She
yeah,
running, huh?
she ran. She saw the camera. Was like, oh no. All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That was a bee or the
Somebody
butterfly. Which one?
somebody said, "What you sipping?" Kid Cool said, "What you sipping on, Playboy?"
Oh man, a little margarita, you dead? That's all the
Yeah, you
margarita I
heard
had
that?
left. It's Taco Tuesday. You know, I'm a Taco Tuesday type dude.
He said Taco Tuesday. You know what?
Yeah.
I feel like eating a taco. So I think I might go get me a taco once we get off the stream. Is
I
that
got three more left over and some rice for later
some
on. I
Taco
want to get
Tuesday?
right.
Might have to
Yeah.
go give me some Taco Tuesday.
I do it every Tuesday, baby. I know where the best $2 tacos, pops. I can show you where it's at.
She's a Meister. That
I'm gonna
ain't my
talk to the
word.
owner and tell her I'm gonna give her some promotion so she can pop me off.
Well,
You know
that's
what I'm
what we
saying?
need. That's what we need.
Yes,
Shout out
sir.
to. So now we got so that's Travis, man. Just tragic 504. Man, shout out to
What's
Trav.
happening,
Look,
Trav? What's
let me
happening
tell
with you,
y'all
boy?
something. I was about to say it had to be Trav because he said raw material. Don't nobody know
Real
nothing about
shit
that.
at
So
all.
America, for those of y'all who are listening, America Raw Material was one of the names of our group back in shit. That was like, man, Raw
88,
Material
some shit.
88, 89. Raw Material won. Wait, hold up. Let me just get this straight. We won. You
But
heard me? Raw Material won the contest. That's what we did. That's what
every
we do.
contest.
All we do is win, 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 no matter what. Y'all already know. So shout out to Trav. He out there in Texas. We got Nikki is also shout out to Nick, Arthur, wherever he at.
My
Salute to the
God.
homie Nick was also a part of Raw
Fastest
Material.
dude in the neighborhood. I was mad because I couldn't beat him in a race.
Yeah, bro. Nicky was good at football, basketball,
That
everything, man.
motherfucker was just
He just
born. Yeah, he was just athletic.
he was just I think it's the I think it's that melanin, bro. I think it's the
Yeah,
melanin.
he was
He
born. Well,
was
I
a
got
he
melanin
was
and
a
shit.
America. He was a
Motherfucker just
heavily melanated fella. You know what I mean?
black as a motherfucker. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what he's
heavily
trying to tell y'all.
melanated fella. And I think those I just think that man, the melanated brothers, bro, just be athletic as hell. I don't know if
But
is that
shit, I'm
racist
melanated,
for me to
goddamn.
say that. Is that racist?
Yeah, you're a colorist. I'm offended.
Oh shit, damn. And then I'm light skinned, so that probably make it even worse. Yeah, I'm told. Anyway, somebody said they about to switch the computer. Here they come. Oh, Wiz and zapped out. What happened to Wiz? What happened to Wiz, America?
God
His,
damn it.
his, his
Yeah,
phone died.
somebody called me, man. Somebody called, had a
Oh,
phone call,
somebody
just
called you.
interrupt me.
All right. So now we got five. So we got 5 viewers, 6 viewers. We gotta get the viewership up on this YouTube. That's what got to happen.
Yeah, we got to grind. That's all. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah, yeah.
You,
So now, but I want to thank. Look, those of you who are on here now. I just want to take this time to say thank you, and I'm gonna remember this. I'm gonna remember this time because y'all are a part of the first
Diego.
group of people to be a part of our channel. We got Victor Victorious. What's going on? Appreciate you, brother. He said thank you for incredible music in your new album. Man, I appreciate that, brother. That's what I do it for. That's what I do it
Yes,
for.
sir.
So we're gonna remember Victor. We're gonna remember Victor. We got Trav. We got Kid Cool. We got Spider. And who else we got on here? That has they probably got somebody that haven't made a comment yet. Yeah. And we got Country Hustle. You heard me? All in the
That boy,
building. That's what I'm
what?
talking
That
about.
boy say country hustle?
Country Hustle. You
That
heard me?
boy gangster, man.
He letting you know
Country,
what time it is.
country
Country
hustle,
Hustle
whole
is in the
gangster.
building. So
Country
now we
hustle,
got
whole gangster outfit.
we done went up to 8 because we got 8 viewers. So while we
We
here,
balling.
let's I guess we can start now. Is the time we started? We want to let some more people in. I guess we can start. We're gonna start
It's
with
up
this
to
crew
you.
here. We can
It's
start
like
with
a
this crew
dry.
here.
It's a dry run because I really ain't prepped
Yeah,
the show because we
yeah,
practicing. So excuse
and
me if I don't have the whole show. I'm gonna try to condense it because
yeah,
my
because we
notes.
gonna
I'm away from my notes, and we be dry running this joint.
yeah we try to run it so y'all are officially a part of our practice run of Grown Man Biz with Mac and Wiz live on StreamYard and on YouTube. So hit that like and subscribe button. and yeah, get with it. So first thing we want to talk about is where you want to go with it. Because I don't want. I want. Do you want to start with the serious stuff first, or you want to go a little lighter?
Man, you know, wherever you want to go, you set the thermometer, check the temperature. What you want to do?
Let's go for the gusto. Let's go with the serious shit. Let's go.
I'm a,
You know. You
I'm
know
a
that I
jump.
like. I like to
Okay,
get straight into the fire.
you want to do that? I'm jumping straight into the R. Kelly joint.
Straight into the R. Kelly joint. All right.
All right,
Ha.
all right. Allegedly, R. Kelly was hospitalized for blood clots in his lungs and in his legs, and he went to
Okay.
the infirmary or the hospital, and some guards come in there with guns and got him out the infirmary or the hospital and brought him back to his cell. And they gave him some medicine that was supposedly and allegedly almost overdosed him. He almost died in prison behind the medicine. And he said that all of this is allegedly hearsay. That an inmate came up to him and told him that that somebody paid him to take his life. So he got with his lawyers and his team to try to, get home arrest or whatever to get out, get out of prison because he said he's sleeping in inhumane conditions. He got spiders crawling all over him. The food is deplorable. It's pretty much inhumane conditions. And so somebody tried to take his life. He had a medical overdose. He was refused medical treatment by gunpoint with prison guards, and he's in fear for his life. And I just want to know what's your take on that? What you think about that?
All right. So I don't know how prisons are. I don't know how the federal prisons are because I think he's in the feds, right?
I
If
think
I'm not
so.
mistaken, he's in the feds. I don't know how the federal prisons are, but I can only speak to. We got Rock. Hold up, we're gonna put Rock on this thing. We got Rock in there. Add to the stage. What's
Yes,
that,
sir.
Rock? So we
Yeah,
got Rashid out of
I was
Magnolia
trying to
together.
find a YouTube page. I don't know how y'all got that shit spelled.
Mac Phipps official. Oh, you talking about Oh,
What
our
YouTube
YouTube?
you streaming on Mac Phipps
Yeah, I'm doing it on Mac Phipps
On
right now.
all
Mac
right.
Phip.
All right,
Yeah,
gotcha.
because it's our practice run. So
Right.
for just letting everybody know that's on here, we will be doing the Grown Man Biz YouTube channel, but we just trying it out here on Mac Phipps official. So the question that was just asked, did you hear? You heard the question, all right?
Yeah, by R.
All
Kelly.
right. So here's my assessment of it. I can't speak to prisons across the country, and I can't speak to federal prisons because I've never been in a federal prison. But I can only speak to the Louisiana, um, the way Louisiana's criminal justice system is set up. First of all, guns are not even allowed on the compound in the prison. Yeah, so guns are not even allowed on, not even by the guards inside the prison gates. They're not even allowed. So if guards got him at gunpoint out of the infirmary, that's serious in itself because I've never seen an officer with a gun on him in the prison. You know what I mean? Like I've never seen that shit. Um, but once again, I can only speak to Louisiana's uh, system. You have the people in the towers are armed. You have the people at the gates that get in the prison are armed. There is an armory on the prison grounds in case anything kick off. There is a place that's heavily locked down where all of the officers' guns are. When they come in the prison, they have to check their guns in. They can't have a gun on them in the prison.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So to hear that armed guards came and took him out of the infirmary, that in itself is just wow. If that
But
actually happened, huh?
he was in Durham, North Carolina Medical Center though. He wasn't in the
Okay,
jail
so
infirmary.
all right,
He
so
was
he
in
was
he
all
was
right.
in Duke, right? He was in Duke
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
in
Hospital, right?
Duke. Yeah,
Now,
he was in Duke. Yeah.
which adds another element to it because if he was outside of the prison, when you're escorted outside of the prison, the guards are armed.
But
So
they say pointed at him though.
So let me
now,
ask both of y'all a question. I don't mean to interject. I just want to ask both of y'all can answer this. If that was to so happen, if that's real, that have to be documented. That's documented at the hospital, right? That's all that's on record, right?
Right.
It
Okay,
should
go
be
ahead.
on
Y'all can
camera.
finish. Go ahead. That's all I. That's all I
If it
want to know.
happened that way, it should be on camera.
All right.
And
Some
his lawyer said that the doctors was telling the people they need to reverse this shit.
Okay.
And,
reverse
that,
what?
and they didn't allow them to. They said they wasn't trying to let the doctors work on him. They took him out against the doctors' will.
Okay.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
translated, he got enough money to actually get good medical attention because right now in prison he's only going to get bare. The prison is only going to give him the bare. Just this is going to give you enough medical treat. Prison medical. Um, the way. How, let me say this right properly. The way that the medical aspect of prison is set up is just enough for you to survive to continue out your sentence. So you're not getting prime medical care. And R. Kelly is a person of means and has money, and
He got money. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there was probably an effort to show him because you have some officers that are just like that to show him that his money means nothing. And so,
Mm.
nah, we're not about to let these officers, we're not about to let these doctors do all that because we know you can probably pay them or whatever. So, once again, I can't speak to how the feds roll, but because they moved him outside of the prison, I understand what was meant by a gun because they are carrying guns. They are armed when they take you off the prison grounds. I was under the impression when you said infirmary that it was the infirmary on the prison ground.
I
So
wasn't
that's
sure if it was.
But they
No,
also
no
say
mean. I don't
gun
mean to cut
point.
you off.
So they
yeah.
I'm
say
not.
Now, if
gun
they did
point,
it at
not
gunpoint,
guns. Yeah.
so if
So
they
that
did it
means
at gunpoint, I don't know what would be the reason
reason, right?
for them doing it at gunpoint.
That's
Like
why I
that's
said I
kind of
wasn't sure
crazy
if it
in
was at
itself.
the infirmary or at the hospital.
Yeah.
I don't know. You
So
know. I didn't know which. You
I
know.
read that
that's
this morning.
that's wild in itself. If they actually pulled a gun, if they pulled a gun on this
Gun on
dude
it? Yeah.
and pointed it at him and escorted him, yeah, that's bold. That's crazy.
That's
Yeah, that's
crazy.
documented.
That's
It's
wild.
documented, and that can come out in court. That's what I'm saying.
Right, right. No, I'm saying
Right.
that if that happened, that's crazy. That's crazy. Now, how does that affect the case? All right, I'm gonna just tell you. Then here is the short, straightforward answer because I'm always shoot straight. Um, they're not just gonna let you out of prison because you fear for your life. That's not how this works.
Nah, he won't go on
So
house
anybody
arrest.
who, right, and even being on house arrest, they're not gonna just put you on house arrest because you fear for your life. They feel like you're a criminal. Everybody in there is criminals. Take your lick. That's the
True.
system's standpoint on it. We're putting
Hmm.
you in here criminals. What their job is to do is to not have you around people you
In
consider your
population.
enemy.
Well, they
When you
just can't
get into
have him in
prison,
population, period.
right? Or if you get when you get in prison, you sign the enemy sheet. If you put somebody, a specific person on there that you consider your enemy, they're not allowed to have that person around you in the prison.
Damn.
Yeah. So like when you go to prison, they're gonna
So that,
ask you, do
wait,
you
wait,
have
wait.
any
Well,
enemies?
not is that drive snitching?
It can be. It can be from one standpoint considered it, or whatever you call it, to be real with you, some people do it for survival. If you
That's
know
right.
that you and somebody was at war on the streets and y'all were trying to kill each other, right? And
Or
you
you'll
get to the
check off the
prison,
tip. Or you'll check off
yeah,
the tip. Yeah.
and then that's in the jails, they check off the tip. But in the prison, when you get there, they're gonna ask you, do you have any enemies? And
Right.
whatever names you give them, they're gonna make sure those names, that record carried follows you throughout the prison system. So whatever prison they send you to within that state, you will not be around a person that you have on that list.
Damn.
Yeah, because that's
Learn
part
something
of
new
their
every
job.
day.
That's part of their job. So, like I say, if R. Kelly felt his life was in danger, he had to bring it to a specific person, right? It got to be
Mm-hmm.
okay. I felt that this person threatened my life. How do I know this? Because guess what? In 2018 or was it 19 or 20, something like that, I was called to the investigator's office because some clown came up with a bogus ass story and when told the people that me and him had words and he feared for his life that I was gonna have him
Yeah, put a hit on him.
unalive, and that C Murder was gonna be the one
Wow.
to do it,
Oh
Ain't
right?
that a
Lord.
bitch?
So they called me to the investigator's office, right? I get in the investigator's office. I'm like, what's going on? So they're like, man, we got a letter, bro. And they told me what the contents of the letter was. I'm like, what? From who? The guy that they was talking about. I just taught this fool how to play the keyboard like about 2 or 3 months prior. Like he was in my keyboard class. You heard me? So I'm like, man, this dude never even had words. We cool. So what the investigator kind of shared with me was that guys do that to check out. Like when they ready to leave a prison,
So
so he's trying to leave a prison.
Yeah,
He
you trying to
cited
check
me
up.
as an
he
enemy, a person he feel is gonna
he
be there,
he
so they
tried to
could
go
get.
viral behind bars.
Yeah, he tried to go viral behind bars. So I'm like,
Dang.
yo, that's dangerous because now you've told these people that I threatened your life. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no.
Mm-hmm.
Even though from his standpoint, he's looking at it like, yo, I'm just trying to get moved to a different prison. But it's like, yo, you done put a black spot on me, partner. You know what I
Yep.
mean? You done told
Yep.
these people that I'm trying to have you killed, nigga. That's serious. That's a charge. We ain't
Oh
talking about, you
man,
know what I'm saying?
sure.
That's
That
not,
man want
yeah.
he wanted
That's
some
a,
drama attached to you in some type
yeah.
of way. He achieved
I'm
he
like,
achieved what he
nigga,
was trying to do.
I'm like, nigga, that's another charge. Like, what are we doing here? You know what I mean? But this is the kind of stuff that people do. So I don't know if R. Kelly is facing a similar situation or if he is the one that's doing that
Trying
to
to
get
check out.
moved. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know if he's trying to check out. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That what it
I
sounds
don't
like to
Gotcha.
know.
me. He trying to get
So,
the fuck
so
up
you
out of
saying,
there some kind of
so
way.
you saying Kelly's trying to say no,
Yeah.
but my
God
Kelly
damn.
trying to go
body,
home. He trying to go home, man.
my
Shit.
body's yeah. But once again,
But
I
yeah,
think the brother need.
look, I agree with both of y'all that he's trying to come home.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I don't knock the brother for trying to come home, but I will say this: they're not going to let you out of prison because you feel like your life is in danger. The only way to get out of prison is for you to file a motion or get some type of play in the courts that allow them to do that. You can't just tell the people, "Hey, my life is in danger," and they're gonna let you
23,
go
23
to
and
your
1
house.
they're gonna give you. They're gonna give you 23 and 1.
Yeah, they're gonna put you on lockdown, partner. They're gonna
Yeah.
isolate you from everybody that you
Everybody
feel
else.
your life is in danger with.
Yeah. And then see that dealing with somebody like R. Kelly, that can cause a whole domino effect because
Yeah,
what happened was even if they take you away from that person, everybody else in the jail catch wind of this. So it might feel like they got a bounty out on you.
right,
real talk.
So
right,
now they're gonna really put you in solitary because
right.
you inciting a riot, man. You inciting
Sorry
violence.
about that. See, my big man.
Yeah.
Man, I want to give a shout out to we got Gallon just joined in 613, and we
Let me
got
see
Jay
you, man.
Freeze. What up? I want to say, man, thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all are being a part of the initial launch of Grown Man Biz with Mag and Wiz, and I won't forget that.
And
Shout
you
out
got
to
my
y'all,
family
brother.
rock from the
You
Magnolia, you
heard me?
know what I
We
mean? In
got
the
Rock from the
building.
Magnolia in the building.
Yeah.
So, so as far as and I think Rock is right. I think the brother's trying to check out. I don't know where he's trying to go, but they don't let you leave prison like that. Um, but more power to him. You know what I'm saying? I don't really know
Gotcha. Yeah.
the factual details of his case, but just from the outside looking in, that shit look bad.
That
So you
boy
Rock,
know,
got 30 years.
anything else you want to add on it, Rock? Because I got a few more things I want to ask both of y'all. Get y'all opinion on. You know what I mean?
Nah, not really, man. R. Kelly trying to just get on house arrest so he could get out of that prison. He getting tired of that shit.
yeah,
Yeah, I don't blame him. Yeah, he trying to make it home. You know what I
He
mean?
got
yeah, I
30
feel him.
years.
I feel him, bro. I feel him. I was sentenced to 30 years. Trust me, I
Yeah,
feel him, bro.
boy.
I
Fuck.
feel him.
Shit, goddamn. But check this out. On another note, Dame Dash, man, he in real
Uh
life
huh.
financial trouble, and it's all
Yeah.
Really?
allegedly.
Really?
It's a yeah, it's alleged that he owed like 800 plus thousand dollars. They seasoned his home, seasoned his studio, seasoned like all his personal assets, and they had a video. Joe Button pretty much made a video, and I forgot one of the hosts' name. I forgot his name. It was on the tip of my tongue. He pretty much said he lost a little respect for Jay Z because he said at this point Jay Z could put everything to the side and come and assist and help Dame Dash in this financial crisis right now.
Of
And I wanted to
course.
ask both of y'all, if y'all was in that position of Jay-Z and you had a past business dealing with a peer or equal, however you see, your friend, homeboy, whatever, like, would you help him if he was in a bad financial space and y'all had friction back in the day? And I
Oh, I'm
want the
breaking
opinion
them
for
off.
both of y'all.
I'm breaking them off. Here you go. Yeah, if I'm in a position as Jay Z, a billionaire status, off top I'm helping Dame Dash. Easy.
Regardless of what y'all had in the
I,
past.
I don't give a fuck how the beef is. That's still my boy. See, that make you look phony when you get into it with your was supposed to be your homeboy, your nigga that got in the game with. Say, man, bygones could be bygones. We ain't see the eye to eye, and I ain't much gotta fuck with you like that no more. But I
Okay,
still
now
got
listen.
love, genuine love for you. You did? Cause if I don't do that, that make me look phony, man.
Let me give you more context. What if Dame Dash was pretty much calling him a snake in the media and got,
Yeah, I know what Dame Dash did him. I
and
know what
so
Dame
so what
Dash
if
saying about him.
so what
Now,
if
what
he
I'm
thought what if he came to the point the way he became to your closest friend to damn near enemy? So would you still feel that same way?
well, words make you an enemy when you me and you friends.
No.
Exactly. That's my point. We all done it. Me and you done got into it before over shit, over words. We still homies, nigga. See what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's gonna be forever. I don't give a damn if we do something to one another where I say I ain't fucking with that nigga no more. But I it ain't gonna be that Tupac shit when you walk past like on juice. Nah, nigga, I'm coming in there. That's still Thomas, nigga. Fuck you mean? You understand? Yeah, you don't fuck with that nigga though, man. Fuck all that. That's my dog from day one. I ain't just cause we don't see eye to eye today. That mean I'm gonna leave him hanging? No, I can't do that, man. Cause I want that
Right.
mean I never was solid with you at first.
Straight up.
Right. Now I'm gonna play the devil's advocate. Um, Personally, just what the type of person I am, I probably would look out for him.
Yeah.
Personally, just on the personal level, just who I am as a man. But I also don't know the inter workings or the
Mm,
I don't know the depths of what actually happened between him and Jay.
exactly.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And I do believe that there are some boundaries that some people can cross that will just leave you like, yo, I ain't fucking with dude no more. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Now,
Yeah.
so I don't know what it is, but evidently whatever it is, he don't want to touch dude. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what it is. I mean, what if it's a situation, and I'm just throwing a hypothetical scenario out there. What if it's a situation where at one time Dame had the upper hand and he didn't help, and he was just like, "Fuck you, nigga," and now you on the ground now. Now you need him. You know what I'm saying? And it's
Mm-hmm.
like, and it was like, you ain't shit. You blah blah blah. I'm the nigga. I'm the nigga. And now your words, you gotta eat them because now the nigga that you said wasn't shit, he done rose, and now you down
Mm.
here. So
Okay.
not now, as far as like I say, type of person I am, I would do what I do, but I don't know what is the circumstances, and I never really question a man who makes the decisions because I don't know what led to the decision he made. Evidently, something happened to whereas even before this happened, evidently something happened in the past that made Jay-Z just straight up stop fucking with this dude. Now, what that
Mm-hmm.
something is, I don't know. Now, the other thing is, I remember Jay-Z said, motherfuckers claiming they made Hove. If that's the case, make another Hove. So what it made me brought to my mind was like, yo,
Go by your mom.
so
So
if
go by your
you
mom.
did what you did to make Rockefeller was what it was, Mr. Dash, why you ain't doing it again?
Right.
Why are you on your ass? Right? Because the money that you came across in your life, you evidently either had a tricking problem or very bad spending habits for you to
Cam
be on
spoke,
your ass.
not to cut
You
you
know
off.
what I'm
Cam
saying?
spoke on that. Cam spoke on that on one episode of It Is What It Is. So I understand your perspective you're coming from. Go ahead.
So you must be very bad with money because you came across a lot of money, dude. You know what I mean? And so I guess in the end, my assessment, my objective perspective of it is I don't think Jay-Z owe him.
No,
I don't
no,
think he's required, but
no.
if he chose to do it, I would think that's some good shit. If he chose to. But I don't think he owe him.
Mm.
And
No, I ain't saying he on me either. See,
I
like
don't know
to
what
go back to what
circumstances.
you said, Mac, about if they had something that really made them fall out,
Mm-hmm.
or he needed if he wasn't there for Jay-Z then. See, if I was Jigga,
Yeah.
I still do it just like now. Look who gotta help your ass, nigga, on some petty shit. You know what I'm saying?
So you a 50 Cent him.
Yeah,
Ain't
I
that a
50
bitch?
cent
Yeah,
them,
that was
yeah,
my
man.
next question.
And
Like, you
then
gonna
then
50
I
Cent
go
the
here, you
man?
need a little
You
help.
a 50 Cent
I
him
You
then.
ain't
become
shit.
buku. You know, $1 million be sitting on my bed and shit. Talking about like,
You know,
you need some help, man, here. And give
you
it to
know
him,
50,
like for real.
50 will do, 50 will troll him. 50 will help him just to troll him. 50 out his
Exactly,
mind.
that's my point. You know what I'm saying? So, but
He
I
out his
don't. I
mind.
think that I think that's cap, man. 800,000. That's less than $1 million. I think they ain't got something $1 million around there somewhere.
So you
Who
calling
knows?
flag on so you calling flag on the play.
Give them the damn reasonable doubt.
So your assessment is you
No
think it's
pun
cap. That's a
intended, huh? No pun
flag
Huh?
on the
intended.
play.
Give them the reasonable doubt. Paid. There you go.
Yes. No, he ain't giving up that reasonable doubt. I'm telling you.
I mean, look,
That's a
let me tell
classic.
y'all like this. If it was me, the type of man I am, I'm gonna pop my partner off. I'm gonna make sure my partner ain't hurt. You know what I mean? I'm gonna get him out, and I'm gonna pop him off a job, make
With
sure he's straight,
but
make sure he
with
eat.
with very few there will be only a very small set of circumstances that'll make me say fuck that motherfucker.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Very, very small. Yes.
I'm gonna
yeah.
tell you. I'm gonna
I
tell you.
think. Look, hold on.
You screw
I
my
think
wife, man. Fuck you.
everybody
You know what
around
I'm
Jay
saying?
Z.
Fuck. That's a killing, man. That's a killing.
My
Sorry,
bad. Look,
America. America, I
see,
apologize. He talking about some other shit.
see,
Yeah.
listen. I think everybody around Jay Z will tell him. Look, will say the same. Like, man, help the man.
Right. Unless if he screwed a man's wife. You screw Beyonce.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Talk
Hey,
about
boy, hey,
no.
Lord,
hey, this a test.
No.
This a
You
test run.
you done
really want
This
to
screwed
is a
go
this man
test.
down,
what?
huh?
No.
He didn't mean that, America. This is a test run. This is our very first little,
Yeah, tell the beehive don't come at me. It was
he ain't
just a
mean that. Yeah,
hypothetical.
he tripping
Yeah.
right now. He all right.
I'm out of my
Oh
Yeah.
top.
Lord.
I'm out of my top.
Yeah, the
So
weed smoke, the smoke I had transferred over there and
it
got in his
came
nose.
through the
He all right.
screen. Came through the
Yeah.
screen. But that's my assessment of it, of
Yeah,
that.
me too, man.
But I kinda like Rock's perspective that yeah, he could be real petty. Just 50
Yeah,
Cent
real
that boy.
petty. Yeah, yeah, he a
Yeah.
But
50 Cent.
we know that about rock ass. Yeah, we know how he get down. But check
Real
this
petty.
out. Now, hey, I'm gonna use a disclaimer, and I know y'all, both of you guys are intelligent, so I gotta follow along with me because I'm gonna do what everybody else in the media is doing by not using certain names and using disclaimers and also saying allegedly.
Okay.
And I want both of you guys' opinion on this because I'm about to sit back and get entertained myself along with America. Um, Today on Talk with Fleet, Cam interviewed a guy. I won't say his name, but I think he's from New Orleans.
Okay.
Yeah, I sent you the interview earlier, Mac. I'm quite sure Rock probably seen it, but he talked about um allegedly freak off that he had with a famous rapper baby mama. Her name is Jane Doe, and he pretty much said that he described the encounter with him, Diddy, and Jane Doe, and he said Diddy would come in and curate live porn between them two. He would direct live porn. He would direct the dude and Jane Doe to do live porn in front of him. It's wild, my G. Give me y'all assessment on this.
Man, first of all, man, I can't
It's,
even fathom that shit.
it's more I
That
want to add, but we're gonna start there.
so
After
so
y'all
we
answer this, is more I want to add.
we gonna just say that first of all that them freak offs is bro that's some other shit. But
I, I, I want to know.
I
Hey,
I ain't
why we ain't get? They knew not to invite us to them things, huh, man? Yeah,
It'd have been a
cause
That's
rob
cool.
off. It'd have been a stick up off
I
or
ain't
Yeah.
some
never
shit. It
heard
wouldn't have
nobody
been no.
say, man, we going to Puffy party. Yeah, man.
Well, I'm gonna tell you
Premium must
why.
have knew that not to
I'm
go
gonna,
there.
I'm gonna tell you why. William used to say emphatically that stay away from that, stay away from
Yeah.
dude. Yeah, he used to
I just
emphatically
wanted you
say
to
stay
say it
away
for
from that.
America.
Yeah, stay away from dude.
America,
Don't
the
go
whole
here.
planet. Them two are
Listen,
Yeah,
absolutely right. I agree with
stay
them
away
two.
from.
we wasn't
I
at
don't,
no Diddy parties. We wasn't
I
having no
don't
Diddy
know,
parties.
I don't know what William knew, but we wasn't there. We wasn't going. We wasn't getting involved in nothing they had going
Mm.
on out there.
We had
And
some
then I mean,
gimping going on, not
and
no
just
freak offs, just
yeah,
gimping.
Yeah,
and
we had
just
our own joints, you know what I mean?
and just to take it and to come out of that,
Mm-mm.
take it out of that for a second is like that shit ain't gangster, man.
That shit
Now
ain't
what the
gangster.
hell I'm gonna be in a room full of other motherfuckers and we just in there? Nah, man, nah.
Bust.
Nah. I don't even feel nah.
Look,
You got
I'm
nigga got
leaving out
Baby
that
Earl.
bitch.
Come on,
I'm leaving out that bitch as soon as I see all them baby oil bottles.
bro.
Hey man, listen, the man said it got so right. The man said it got so slippery in there, he had to tell Puppy chill out with the paper.
Say,
Yeah, see,
bro.
but that's first of all, why was he in it?
I'm just
Say,
don't
bro.
I'm just saying, bro. I'm reporting the
We
news.
all
Don't
three
kill
of
me.
us, been in some rooms before in our younger days, bro. And
I
I
d-
can't. That is the shit that I heard Puffy them do. Boy, it'd have been some boy. That shit would have been disbanded instantly, and wouldn't have been no more no limit tank or none of that. Somebody would have
that
got shot.
I
Few
was about
people
to tell
got
you.
beat up.
I was about to tell you that would have been a whole lot of charges. That'd have been some
Exactly,
that'd have been some manslaughter or something. Man, ain't no,
exactly,
that's not
man.
about to
That's
happen,
bad.
man. Nigga,
No,
that
indeed, man. You
it just
crazy?
that ain't gangster. That shit
Say,
there
man,
is I
what you
don't know
coming
what
up in
that
a
is.
room like that for, naked on me, man? What's
Yeah,
wrong with you, boy?
Right.
yeah.
Hold up, man.
The man said he told did it, told Jane Doe and the other guy to act a scene like they met at a bar. Act like they just met
Oh,
and
he was
come
a
together.
director.
He was directing him. He said he was directing him. He pulled out a phone
Live fucking porn.
and the dude said, "No, you can't record me." He
Hey,
made them put
Brian,
the
like,
phone down. Wait, let me finish this, Mac. I'm gonna give
that
it to, I'm
shit
gonna give you a
sound
flow. Wait. Let me give you this. I'm gonna give you the whole floor. The man said he was directing them. He had the phone up, telling him what to do. The dude saw the phone, told Diddy put the phone on. You can't record me. He said okay. He slick side saw Diddy had a laptop up. He said he had to walk to the desk or whatever and put the laptop
put it
down so
down.
Diddy don't
Yeah.
record him on the laptop.
First of all, that shit be sounding so bogus. Like, look, and let me just say this: if Diddy is doing that shit, Diddy is a wild, freaky motherfucker. 'Cause the shit that these people saying that Diddy did, bro, it sounds almost unbelievable.
Right,
Like
right,
they said
like
the man had said the man had 1,000 bottles of baby oil. This shit just sounds really unbelievable. Either these people just either this dude is the most diabolical freak ever, or they just capping, bro. It's like cause it's getting to the point where the shit just sounds unbelievable. Like it's like a nigga who walk on water or something. Like, come on, bro.
he
I
the
know this
first
man
black
ain't just
cuckold I ever met in my life. I ever saw
yeah.
heard of.
I ain't never.
You know what I'm scared of? You know what I'm scared of? I hate to say this, America. He giving Scorpios a bad name. I'm a goddamn Scorpio.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah. He,
wild,
he
but I'm nowhere near Wild's partner.
uh, that nigga ain't no Scorpio. He's a scorpion. That nigga tore up,
I don't know
man. Ain't no
what the
way in the
hell he is.
world.
Wow,
Nigga out of his mind, man.
that's
Nigga said
crazy work.
role playing. Look, your boy said it was role playing.
Yeah,
Yeah, Travis said
I'm
role
a
playing.
roll up out of there. When I see that's going on, I'm rolling up out of there. That's the role I'm playing. I'm gone.
That's wild, son.
Travis
That's
also said that as far as the other question, Bill Gates helped Steve Jobs back in the day when Apple was about to go under in the 80s. So he said, so Travis said you should break him off. I feel
up
that.
top.
I feel that. You
I
got
mean, other races, other people do business with. They don't even like each other. They still do business and get money with each other.
yeah.
You know
It
what I mean?
happened.
Hey, fellas, I'm gonna go take care of my business. I'm gonna get back with y'all,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Hey, all
Appreciate you,
y'all
Yes,
big.
go
sir. Much love.
y'all go subscribe to their YouTube channel, man,
Yes,
and check
sir.
them out. And before I
Like and
go, y'all
subscribe.
come check out Think Twice podcast, twice with the two. You heard me? You know
You
Yes,
what I'm
heard
saying?
sir.
me.
So y'all check us out. We go live
Y'all got
Monday,
that?
Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8.
Y'all
Y'all
heard
be
that, huh?
cool.
Get the twins my
Think
love, baby.
twice.
One.
For sure.
For
Tell them we
sure.
holler. All
Later.
right. I'm gonna
Yeah,
get
but
it.
yeah, my guy did it, man. I mean,
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you what David Chappelle said, this guy is well, he's in a lot of trouble. Like, man,
he said he in a
that's
Rico
funny
by
shit.
himself. He never seen nobody in a Rico by his
Yeah,
damn self. He
that's
right.
some crazy shit. That's some crazy shit. So
But,
somebody
but
Kid Cool said you just lost one. What that is? Oh, let's see, you just lost one.
I have no idea.
All right. Sean Corey Carter said, let that man drown. Oh shit. Sean Corey Carter said, let him drown. He talking about what's his name?
James Dash.
Yeah. So the other thing is, oh, where we at? Where we at?
Oh, okay. Well, I got another question for you, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I don't know what company it is. I didn't pretty much see the whole article, but it just tripped me out when I saw the article. I'm not sure if it's a virtual deal or what type of deal it is. Ja Rule just got $100 million deal,
$100 million
like
deal.
for records and I think for movies and other things. But like, I'm not sure if he sold part of his catalog, if that's included in the deal. But he
And
recently just
for how much a soul cost? For $100 million, give you my soul. You want it? Like,
shit.
a soul can't be worth more than $100 million. Huh?
Well,
America,
I don't know
some bullshit.
what you think a soul costs. I don't know. I can't.
I give you my shoe soul for $100 million.
You beat me to it. I was about to say, yeah. I'd say I wear size 13. You give over these motherfuckers.
Get a soul train for $100 million. Nah, so um, man,
Yeah. Okay. Pretty much.
a
What's your
hundred
thoughts on
million
that?
dollars.
Okay. Look. Let
If
me
if
frame it. Let me put it in another context. What's your
mm,
thoughts on that being in 2025?
yeah,
That's probably what 20 years later that he getting $100 million contract.
yeah, that's probably the most money he ever saw in his career.
You
And
think so?
yeah, that's probably the most money he ever saw in his career. And
We
I
talking
think
about
that's a
Ja
great
Rule
thing.
now. We talking about Ja Rule.
Yeah, I think that's a great thing. He was an artist. I mean, Ja Rule was never a CEO, so that's probably the most money he's ever made in his
Okay.
career.
Oh,
And
okay.
and
But
shout out to that
wait.
brother.
He owned
Shout
he
out to
owned
that
part
brother.
of Murder Inc. with Irv Gotti. He owned part of it.
So he did own part of it.
Yeah, so
Um,
I'm listen. He could have touched 100 million throughout his career, and he just signed $100 million deal. Is what I'm saying.
um, I'm pretty sure his name and likeness made over $100 million in his career, but
Okay,
whether or not he saw 100 million is something different. I
that's
remember,
totally different. All right,
I remember seeing way back in 2000 and I think it was 4 or 5. I was watching a special on Michael Jackson at one time. They said that at that time it was like 2004 or 5, 2004, I believe. They were saying that at that time Michael Jackson's name had contributed $3 trillion to the world economy.
hey man, I don't know how you know what's going on. You beat me
three
to my last and
trillion
final question.
dollars to the world
You,
economy. So I'm pretty sure
damn,
Michael Jackson didn't have $3 trillion, but his name and likeness did contribute $3 trillion to the world's economy. So
that's how
even
much he
with Ja
generated.
Rule,
Yeah.
yeah, I think Ja Rule has definitely generated over $100 million in his career. But as far as him making $100 million, I think this is probably the first time he saw $100 million in his career.
So what's your take on that? Being that 20 plus years later, he's able to
I
get that kind of deal, and you
I
did
think that's
21
great.
years.
Yeah, I think that's great, and I think they need to give me 21 years. They need to give me 21 million for every year, a million for every year that I did in prison. That's what I need.
That was that
You
was
know,
my next
you know
question
what I
was,
mean?
but give me an evaluation of how much you think you worth.
Of how much I think I'm worth. Oh, I think I am. I don't think there's a value on. I don't think there's a monetary number for what I feel I'm worth. You know what I mean? I think that whatever is the highest number that one can conceive, that's
A
what I think
Google,
I'm worth.
a
Yeah,
Google,
Googleplex, whatever you call that. That's what I
Google.
think.
You heard him, Google. We need in.
Yeah,
Pop it
I think I'm
off.
worth that. But as far as the market value, market value fluctuates. Market value is based on your latest numbers. Is how they value everything. And
Great,
I'm
great
and I'm
evaluation.
yeah,
Great
and
evaluation.
I'm cool with that too as well. But as far as just personal value, man, come on, man. This is me. This is me, America. You heard? I ain't got to say it no more.
And whatever
Let
he
me
say,
see.
I say 10x it. Whatever he say, he work 10x that motherfucker. Yeah, that's how I'm
So
riding.
Travis said he was only armed when he was transporting an inmate to a hospital.
Hmm.
Hmm. That's pretty much the only time that I recall, seeing officers armed was when they was transporting. That was it.
Speaking on the R. Kelly
As far,
joint.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That was an
Okay.
old comment. I just I just saw it. That was an old comment I
All
just
right. Look,
saw.
I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you get out of here. I know this is our test run, America, and we appreciate
Yeah.
everybody that's rocking with us.
Want to
No,
thank
thank y'all.
everybody that came on. If you know a friend, tell them like and subscribe to the channel. Um, like and subscribe to me at Mac Phipps Official on YouTube, Mac Phipps Official on Instagram, on TikTok, and McKinley Mac Phipps on Facebook. The new YouTube that we're about to start is called Grown Man Biz with Mac and WIZ. So like and subscribe to the channel. We got cool content. We got interviews. Y'all know I know everybody. So I'm gonna try to get everybody on here from we're talking about artists to activists to politicians to you name it. They will be on our show
Teachers,
and we will
principals,
ask
firemen.
principals, teachers, everybody, and we will ask them the tough questions and we will definitely um get them to give us their true feelings about a thing. Their true feelings. I don't want the bullshit. We got ways to get the bullshit out you. We got ways to, draw
And I just think we
that
can
truth
bridge the
out you.
gap between the old and the new. You know what I'm saying? The young guys, the old ends and the Y ends. We the bridge. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, with the
you know
bridge,
what I mean? We can pretty
without a
much talk
doubt.
that talk and translate it. You know, we speak the lingo. You
For
understand
sure.
me? Because I'm an
That's
old
what
school youngster. You did.
that's
You
without a
know.
doubt. So I'm
Yeah.
about to get up. So we out of here because I'm about to go get me some tacos on Taco Tuesday. And
Well, I wanted to ask you one last question. You gone before I ask you this last question, or we
yeah,
out of here?
go ahead. Yeah, what's the last question?
Well, my last question was, let me see. Let me see how I'm gonna frame this. First of all, it wasn't a question. You know, it's a quasi question. Okay,
Okay.
Rodney Jerkins was on the Breakfast Club. He had an interview,
Hmm.
and it was a small. I've seen the whole thing, but he had a small clip where he was talking about his time working with Michael Jackson,
Right.
and he said Michael Jackson paid him so much money not to work with the competition, only wanted
Right.
him to focus on him.
Right.
And he said he was blown away by that. But the crazy part that tripped me out, I want your input on. He said Michael Jackson used to talk about him saying that the quote unquote people don't like that he's the greatest of all
Hmm.
time. Nobody will be better than him. He know he the greatest. They hate that. He know they was watching him and they wanted to kill him because he had valuable publishing. He owned all of Sony ATV publishing.
Right.
And he was in fear for his life a lot. So I want you to put yourself in the shoes of Michael Jackson. If you had something valuable, work that everybody want and your life was in danger, would you still put up with the music business or would you just check out before they could take your life from you and have you in scandals in the courtroom, even though you was in a similar scandal, but we
Hmm.
talking about the Michael Jackson thing. How would you handle that? Would you check out from the music business or would you fight and try to retain your ownership? How would you go about that?
That's a hard question because it's kind of hard to get someone who's been in the music business all their life to just check out of it. That's kind of that's kind of hard to do when
Knowing your life is
all
in danger.
even knowing your life is in danger, it's still hard to stay away from something you love so much. And
Okay.
so I would say I would say I would wait. I think I hit something wrong. All right, I think I'm back. You can hear me?
Yeah.
I think it's just hard to stay away from something that you love so much. Um, as far as whether or not they wanted to kill him, some people can look at that and say it was just extreme paranoia. Maybe something he felt because of what he had access to. But then again, we're talking about Michael Jackson, who is one of the most famous, who is the most famous person to ever live in this country.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that there was some truth to the fact that I think there were bad actors within the music industry that were not happy with Michael Jackson owning that publishing, owning the Beatles catalog, owning all of, he kind of
Pretty
outsmarted
much
them in their
everything.
own game. Yeah, he
Yeah.
kind of outsmarted them. He was a glitch in the matrix because him and Prince, because Prince, from day one wanted everything. He wanted his masters. He wanted everything. And I
Mm-hmm.
think people like that um, are a threat to some people within, or some people within the industry consider people threats like that. Is the industry itself against
The
people like
power
that?
structure. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if the quote unquote power structure itself is against them, but I do know that there are individuals within the power structure that are not happy about um, artists having that type of ownership, particularly when they are black artists. And so that's just the reality of it. And so I to answer your question, I think the threats, whether imagined or not, were credible. And ultimately, this man lost his life. And sometimes it makes you wonder, was it through by his own vices, or was it a strategic, well thought out plan that brought him to that fateful day?
Yeah. We never know. You know what I mean?
Either way it go, we lost a giant. We lost the greatest entertainer to ever live.
Shit.
And
I mean, to me, Michael means super. Jackson means star.
right.
Superstar. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I just wanted your take on that, man. I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you get up out of here because that's a somber type subject, and
Yes, sir. So
yeah,
once
we can
again,
peel
thank
back
everybody.
layers on that shit.
Thank everybody for coming out, tuning in. So what we always say before we leave, cuz already know how to take us out.
Love, peace, and that grease. Be good or be good at
Be
it.
good at it. Holla.
Fuck with me. Love. GMB.